Everyone recognizes the Taj Mahal. It's got to be one of the most famous, most beautiful buildings on the entire planet. But today, we're going to look past that stunning white marble and really dig into the human story behind it all. A story of love, incredible loss, and a legacy that's literally etched into its foundations. Because when you get right down to it, that's the real question, isn't it? When you see the Taj Mahal, you're not just looking at some amazing piece of architecture. You're looking at the answer to that very question, an answer written in stone by an emperor who was completely consumed by grief. Okay, so our story kicks off with the fifth Mughal emperor, Shah Jahan, and a young princess named Arjumand Banu Begum. Now, yeah, their marriage started out like a lot of royal arrangements, but it grew into something so much more, something truly legendary that would literally shape history. Shah Jahan was so completely in love with her that he gave her a new name, Mumtaz Mahal, which means the chosen one of the palace. And she wasn't just his queen. No, she was his most trusted advisor, his confidant, pretty much his best friend. And to really understand just how close they were, you have to know that she went with him everywhere. I mean, even on these grueling, tough military campaigns, Mumtaz Mahal was right there by his side. Their lives were totally intertwined, which, as you'll see, makes what happens next even more devastating. But this incredible love story was about to take a tragic turn, a turn that would end up inspiring one of the greatest wonders the world has ever seen. The year is 1631. Shah Jahan is out on a military campaign, and just like always, Mumtaz is right there with him. She's about to give birth to their 14th child. Just think about that for a second. 14. That number alone tells you so much about their life together. But this time, something went horribly wrong. Mumtaz Mahal died from complications during childbirth. And just like that, in an instant, the emperor's entire world just shattered. His partner, his constant companion, was gone. And his grief, it was just bottomless. It wasn't just emotional, it was physical. They say his hair and beard turned gray almost overnight. This all-consuming sorrow became the fuel, the very foundation, for the greatest ambition of his entire life. So, out of this deep, dark grief came this incredible promise. In 1632, only a year after she died, Shah Jahan ordered the construction of a mausoleum on the banks of the Yamuna River. It was going to be the final resting place for his queen, a monument so beautiful the world had never, ever seen anything like it. And the scale of this promise, it's just staggering. This wasn't just putting up a building. This was a monumental task that pulled in the best minds and the most skilled hands from all across the empire and even beyond. We're talking about a project that would go on for more than 20 years. Let's try to put the sheer scale of this into perspective. Over 20,000 skilled artisans were brought in to work on it. The construction was a nonstop effort for 22 years. And the final complex? It covers a massive 17 hectares of land. These aren't just statistics. They represent an almost unbelievable amount of willpower, all driven by one man's love and loss. And the result? Well, it was this perfect blend of Persian, Indian, and Islamic architecture. You've got this structure made of pure white marble, so flawless it actually seems to change color with the light. It was decorated with inlaid precious gems, and its famous gardens were designed to be a representation of paradise on earth. And every single element was designed with perfect, breathtaking symmetry. But wait, the story doesn't end there. When the last stone was laid, nope, there's one last really tragic chapter to Shah Jahan's life, a cruel twist of fate after his masterpiece was finally finished. The timeline here is just shocking. It happened so fast. The Taj Mahal is finished in 1653. Just 5 years later, Shah Jahan is overthrown and thrown in prison by his own son, Aurangzeb. He was destined to spend the rest of his life as a prisoner. His prison was Agra Fort. And in this final, heartbreaking twist, his room had a direct view of the Taj Mahal. Can you imagine? For 8 long years, the man who built this incredible monument to love could only look at it from a distance, a captive staring at his own legacy. And if you need any proof that this was all for her, you can find it right inside the tomb itself. The entire building, with all its perfect symmetry, was designed around one single point, Mumtaz Mahal's tomb, which sits perfectly in the center. After Shah Jahan died, they buried him next to her, and his tomb is the only thing in the entire complex that's not symmetrical. It's this silent, powerful proof that, from beginning to end, the Taj Mahal was for her and her alone. You know, there's this amazing legend that Shah Jahan actually planned to build a second, identical mausoleum for himself right across the river, but made of black marble. Now, it's never been proven, but it just speaks to the sheer scale of his vision, a vision that was cut short by war and his own son.
And that kind of leaves us with this one last thought. The Taj Mahal is, without a doubt, one of the greatest things humanity has ever created. But what does it really stand for? Is it the ultimate monument to love? Or is it a testament to a grief so powerful, so all-consuming, that it became a magnificent, world-changing obsession? That's definitely something to think about.